Welcome back, guys. So, kind of like a weekly update, running a little bit late. Been busy, loads happening. The last update I'd done was for the liquid screed. So, that's now down. We've cut all our barrier foam and our DPM that was standing up on the outsides. So that's all been cut back. This liquid screed is mustard. Couldn't recommend it enough. Drying time, I believe. So I think they were saying something like 30 to 50 mil. It's 28 days drying time, and then 50 mil upwards has like a well, it has like a chart. They had a chart. So, but if you can pour it down to like 30 mil, but this is 60 mil thick. So I think it was completely cured in I think it was 33 days. So if you're laying like your wood flooring, obviously I would definitely do your damp test first, just to check there is any moisture in the floor. But yeah, that's what the guys said. So like I said, screed's down, underfloor's in. I've done a video on that, like a couple of time lapse and stuff like that, and now most of the trades are on site. So the electricians have started. They're on their second day. We've got all our wires running round for like underfloor heating stats, and then we've got our main running down into here. There's a recessed meter box on the wall outside there, so that needs to go down and into there. We've got Cat 6 running round, which is like the data cable for Wi-Fi points around the house. We're using the Ubiquity one. So with like a lot of these builds now, there's a lot of steel, loads of insulation, stuff like that. So it's good to have like a couple of Wi-Fi points off your main router. So the main router is going to be in the study, hardwired obviously into the computer. That'll give that a direct connection. But then if we've got, I think we've got two. So I think we're going to have a Wi-Fi point up on the landing upstairs. So any smart TVs, laptops, tablets, stuff like that. You've then got like a booster on the landing up there essentially. So they're really good to have in these builds, especially with all the steels. Like I said, a lot of stuff deflecting the signal if you like. Yeah, so electricians on their second day. We've got the sliders in now. So these have just been fitted today and glazed up. They're from Origin. It's a company we've used for a little while now. Really nice bit of kit. 200mm frame, thick frame. I did show prior to the screed that we made like a channel there of concrete for these to sit on. So on the floor we've allowed 10mm. It's only LVT going on this floor, which is like a thickness of up to sort of 5mm. But this little upstand here, you can see, is 10mm. Proud of the screed. So that floor butt into there, and you have like a maximum of sort of 5mm upstand on that. So that's pretty low threshold. It's kind of what everyone's going for now. And once the patio's done and then sliders are open, you have quite a seamless transition through to the patio area, which is what everyone wants for sure. So yeah, like the plant room, like I said before, it's all starting to go on in here now. We've got this is where our utility sink is going, with a washing machine unit there, and then there's two tool units this side, and then off roughly where this line is going to be a stub wall across. We've got the underfloor heating manifold for the ground floor there. We're going to have the fuse board, solar inverter there, hot water cylinder, buffer vessel, expansion vessel. That water main needs cutting and capping down, isolating, and then going into there. And like for those of you that have not watched any more of my channels, this is a ground air source heat pump that'll be located out here. So the refrigerant pipes will come up, drop through here into the plant room, into the gubbins here, and that will keep everything, every control panel for the house anything you need to rectify an issue with regards to power, heat, water is going to be in that room. So we're doing quite a lot of these now, the plant rooms. If you're doing a new build or if you're doing a big extension and you can fit this sort of stuff in, I 100% recommend it. It's very user friendly once you get used to it, and yeah, it just keeps everything nice and contained instead of looking under the stairs for a fuse board and then in the fucking basement for the water stopcock, stuff like that. So let's take you upstairs, have a little look and show you what's been going on up there. So we've had the staircase survey, that's coming Friday. From here, we've got a couple of treads here, box area, a few more treads, another box, and then up to the top step, which is around here. So that's coming Friday. We're going to fit it Monday, so we'll do a nice little time lapse of that, getting the stairs in. For any of you that have done builds like this before, getting off a ladder is fucking brilliant. So getting the stairs in is a big part. Obviously it makes it a lot easier moving stuff about than clambering up and down a ladder. So yeah, so these rooms now, like I said, the electricians have been here for 2 days, but up here we're pretty close. We've got single socket boxes, switches mounted, so these are ready for tacking. Our insulated backblast was coming tomorrow, so that's to go on all the slopes. That's going to be 50mm insulated back, so there's a total thickness of 62.5, 63mm. That'll give you a total coverage on the rafters of 200mm insulation, 150mm between, vapor barrier, and then 50mm on the underside. So it's really well insulated. For those of you that have watched the channel, again, this is a pretty renewable friendly house. We've got 200mm cavities with 200mm rock wall cavity slabs, and then 150mm on the slopes and 50mm underneath. So it should be nice and warm. That's the plan. We've got the underfloor heating going on up here, an overlay system, 10mm water pipe that lays in like a gypsum board. It's got all the channels, so you just glue it all down. That's going to be kicking off 2 underfloor heating manifolds. One of them's going into an accessible storage area here where the 2 copper pipes are, and then there's another one down that end of the room. So that's where we're at up here. The gable window has arrived. That's going to start getting fitted tomorrow. Hopefully, we're just waiting for the glass, but by today is Wednesday. By Friday, hopefully all the frames in, and we'll probably just be waiting for the glass. Then we will be pretty much watertight. We're just waiting for the front door and the utility door, which are coming on the 20th. We're going to leave the front door out for a little bit. The customers transiting through the front door to the back garden in the annex where they live, and obviously that's where our trades are going to be coming in and out, so the likelihood of it getting damaged by one of these rough asses is quite high. As you know, plasterers are messy fuckers, so they're going to want to come in, plaster, go out for a fag, sit on their arse for an hour, come back. So they don't, it just eliminates the chances of it getting damaged. So we're going to leave that out till pretty much as long as we can, and then get it in when we think the time's right. So let's have a look out on the roof, because the solars and the roof's fully tiled now. So there we go. We've got 17 panels out here. It equates to a 6 kilowatt rig. These are a recessed panel. So as you can see from the side, they're sitting back from the edge of the tile. I think these look the nuts. The only thing left for us to do out here is this flashing needs heating out, pulling nice and tight like that, and then it's got like a sticky back on the back, so we'll peel that off, heat it, get a seam roller and roll it all the way along. But this has worked out really, really nicely. These are a big concrete tile in grey, and I think we can all agree that it looks mustard. The roofs have done a good job. We've got the 4 Veluxes in, and then like I said, all these panels. So the only thing left really to do on this roof is the guttering. we're going to have a half round deep flow gutter in. It's quite a steep pitch, 42 degrees, so the deep flow guttering should be adequate to take the amount of rainfall, especially the way it's been raining of recent is fucking savage. So that'll do the job. So that's going to go on probably this weekend, and we're getting really close. This is the other side of the roof for those of you that haven't seen it. Really nice roof. This is our vented soil pipe here, and then them two vents, if you can see them there, are picking up the two extractors in the family bathroom and the ensuite. These tile vents are so much nicer than chucking out a big upstand like that. We've had to do that like that because the soil run internally is picking up the two bathrooms upstairs. It's the only pipe we've actually got coming out of the house, so the rest of it's all internal, which is nice. Once that's rendered, you've got no big old naughty pipe sticking out the side of the house. If that's what you can do it, but obviously it doesn't work on them all. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll do an update next week. The gable glass will be in, the gable will be in. We would have started tacking and tacking the ceilings, and the dry liners are starting next week along with the plasterers. So loads going on. I'll try and be a little bit more on time. I think it's been like sort of 8-9 days since my last post. I think I'm 1 subscriber off 300. So if you could like, share, leave a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know how shit we are or how good we are. I'm up for it all. Constructive criticism or just a bit of smoke up the arse is always good. So thanks for watching, guys. See you later.